This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
You ready? 44, Mike, 44. Defense wins championships, baby.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. But despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They pitch out to Howard. And he'll be taken down at the 18. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's fielded at the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First carry for Darius Geis, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Under 10, under 10, 10. 66, pull it,
Now a handoff, Geis going right. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's 3rd and 16.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
31's the mic. We ain't giving them nothing to get. 31's the mic.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Line of scrimmage back at their own 3 now as they come up second and long. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He completes it to Jones. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read. Better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From the shotgun, again to Jones. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. They'll take this inside the 40. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20.
Ready. Pittsburgh. Check 55, Mike. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take the win.
They'll run on 1st down. Hilliard, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
It's now 3rd and goal.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. On 3rd and goal, Haskins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
60 or. Come on.
Now a handoff looking right. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
55, Mike, 55.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Geis. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a give, right side. Hilliard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
31's the mic. 31's the mic. What we got? What we got?
Third down. Here's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9.
Let's get off the field, D.
Fourth down, here's Haskins. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Panthers will get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they'll lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's get it.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he is all the way up past the 25. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's put him on the block.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Throw complete there, Rodgers. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing again, here's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he gets it down to the 32. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
So now then, the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Geis. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
Incomplete. It's 4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
He's checking, he's trying to...
On the run, this is Hilliard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And that'll set them back 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Ready.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Haskins. Throw left side complete. It's Chandler. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Here we go on fourth down. Haskins. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there. Good for a Redskin first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Switch.
Now a carry here for Hilliard. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. James Bradbury there to make the tackle. They'll run again with Hilliard. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the gun on third down, Haskins, and he finds McLaurin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Haskins and the offense with a first and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Rodgers brings it in. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Now Haskins on first down. That's complete to Butler. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. Throwing again on second down. Haskins. Got it complete to Rodgers. Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Dontrell Hilliard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. The point after is good, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll drop the throw. Now this is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give, right side. Hilliard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
55, Mike, guys, 55. Now watch one. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Record. Mike.
Haskins will throw. And he's got Rodgers. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Haskins. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
1st down, Panthers.
45.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it.
Rush too strong. They get there. Dante Fowler, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Haskins going to try to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 34. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Going up top. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Redskins, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Carolina, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support rod. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never try. You never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great color suits. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage. It's a